Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good evening and welcome to this week's edition of Economic Horizons. It is a common fact that the great development which we see in the banking sector as far as online banking and e-banking in general has been both a blessing and a curse. A blessing as it helps save time, reduce bureaucracy and provide remote access to accounts and other banking operations. And a curse as it opens the doors wide open for a new kind of crime which is committed by hackers, swindlers and other tech-savvy and hungry-for-money ghost thieves who use every method at hand which threaten the safety and security of our bank accounts. The Saudi banks have recently launched a nationwide awareness campaign with the support and blessings of SAMA, the Saudi Arabian Monetary Agency, which aims to raise citizens and residents' awareness against any types of swindlers or any other similar threats and calls for safe practices as far as online or e-banking are concerned. The first phase, which lasted for 6 months, is now being followed by a second phase entitled Peace of Mind, which will also last for 6 months. Tonight, we shed light on these campaigns, particularly the second phase, Peace of Mind, and I'm very delighted to welcome in the studio Mr. Talat Hafez, the Secretary General of the Media and Banking Awareness Committee. Thank you very much for being with us.
Well, thank you, Mr. Asad, for having me on the program.
Thank you. I would like also to welcome warmly Dr. Sultan Al-Angari, an economic researcher and writer.
Thank you so much, Mr. Asad, and my pleasure to be here.
Thank you very much. We will also be joined from London by Mr. Marwan Al-Afif, a senior finance analyst. Thank you for being with us from London, Mr. Al-Afif.
Thank you very much, and thanks for having me.
Thank you very much. Let us start first with you, Mr. Talat. What kind of crimes are we talking about here?
Well, basically, as you mentioned, I like the way that you have described it for the e-banking and the e-commerce in general, which is a curse in a way, but also it has its beauty and its benefit for speeding things. Basically, the phase 2 of the peace of mind, as you named it rightly so, we talk about the proper way of using, different technology, if you will, online technology, banking online technology. And basically we're not, by the way, threatening people or telling them not to use them, but however use them wisely with a little bit of few tips here and there that just to make them secure when they use such electronic channels. The focus exactly as on the ATMs machines and also on the point of sale machine as electronic channels, and also the use of phone banking and the use of internet banking. So basically this is the 4 basic issues that we're focusing on, and credit card of course in general, but also the banking cards in general, but specifically the credit cards. And basically we just telling people, be careful when you use such technology and such cards, especially nowadays, because mostly it's a summer season, as you are aware, and most of the people are traveling abroad. So in certain countries, there are a lot of, forged operation and frauds going on there, and as I mentioned, in certain countries. So one has to be very careful when he use and apply, either his credit card in that regard or using such electronic channels. If we talk about KSA, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, happily so, that we don't have yet such a crime, an organized crime, let's say.
You mean from within the kingdom?
Within the kingdom, within the kingdom. It doesn't mean that we don't have cases here and there and complaints we have received from our customers. But if you compare the number of complaints have been received in the past to the total number of operation, it's probably a drop in an ocean. But despite the fact, one operation, one claim from our customers and complaint will make us very, very sad and upset, and I would like to react to it. Whether in our case, the Saudi banks or SAMA in that regard, we hate to see any citizen or expat in this country exposed in any way to a fraud operation or what have you in that regard. So this is basically the peace of mind second phase, is just to as I mentioned, a few small messages and few small tips that really will protect you for sure, after the protection of God, of course, from being subject, God forbid, to any kind of fraud or such of unlawful operation.
Right. Let me turn to Dr. Al-Angari, and let me ask you, when people have these worries about the risk of being victim for such crimes, now SAMA and the Saudi banks are organizing such campaigns. To what extent do you think also, maybe from a psychological point of view, these awareness campaigns can help appease the fears of the bank customers and kind of send them a message of hope that you are in well hands, that you can be protected, that there is a way to guard yourself against such risks?
Mr. Asad, now we have the technology, and technology, every day there is a new technology, there is a new information, there is actually revolution in this. So we as as citizens or residents here in the kingdom, we have actually to be up to date, because we have what they call it cyber crimes. Cyber crimes is not just actually getting into the people accounts or current accounts or saving accounts or whatever they are, or also using the ATM machines or the ATM cards or ATM machines and exchange cards. No, I think it's more than that. There is also something is they call money laundering, and this is very dangerous. If we allow the laundering the money in our financial system, there is going to be a problem here. There is going to contaminate our financial system. So it's a lot of things. Actually, it accompany the technology that we are actually, as you said, it's blessing and curse at the same time.
Right. We have a report that we have prepared about the possible threats and crimes and the procedures that are taken by the banks in order to protect the customers against such threats. Let's go and watch this report, and then we'll come back to start our detailed discussion.